here student I will show you the type conversion kind. Suppose by mistake during entering the data we enter string and we are trying for calculation, we are trying for any mathematical operation on it, then it won't work because it will show you error because string data cannot have any kind of mathematical calculation, arithmetical operation cannot be done with string data. So how it can be done, how you can force that the data what you are entering, if you are trying to give in string also, it will convert it into integer or float. How you can do that, that I am showing students. So check now please. Suppose I am inputting a value in a, that I am writing here a equal to input here I am writing enter a number. Fine. So enter a number. Now a the value I need to put, suppose by mistake I gave double quote and I wrote 45, but it will accept because it does not have any data type concept, so it will accept the value of a as string. Okay, you can check the type also, type of a is str, so it means no mathematical calculation can be done. You check print a plus 3, there would be error. Fine, because it is string, so it cannot be done. So what we can do in this case, so you can write a equal to int of, if you are forcing them to input the data in integer only. So if someone is using double quote or single quote to input the data in string, still it will divert or convert to integer. You check. So here I can write in int function, then input function, so enter a number. Fine, the number I am inputting in the variable a. Now if I am using single quote and using giving 45, still you check the type of a, it is integer. Understood? It means mathematical operation can be possible with a. Fine, I am taking one more variable b equal to int of input enter a number. Okay, now for b I am giving with single quote I am giving 34, so still it will convert it to integer. Okay, so now let's do a plus b. I can do print bracket a plus b students. One more way is there to see the result, I forget to say you before. If you don't write print also, if you don't write print function also, simply you can do a plus b, it will recognize. Understood my point students? Don't get confused. If you wish to print the value of any variable or any like calculation, you need to specify only the variable name and that much is sufficient. Python is too intelligent to understand that you want to print the value of it. So in spite of writing print a comma b, fine, if you write a comma b also it will recognize. Understood? Which I forget to say you before. So here I told, just remember. Fine. Now in place of int we can use float also. Just check. Suppose x equal to, I wrote here float of input enter a decimal value. Okay, one decimal value. Suppose the decimal value I am providing with quote, accepting, because Python does not have any data type concept, so obviously it will accept. So let's check the type of x. What is the float? See, it is float only. So now we can do any kind of calculation. See, suppose for plus 3 I am doing, you see it is directly, it is showing to 7.5. Why? Because of it is showing 7.5 students, because I inputted in string but it converted to float and stored in x. Now if we do any mathematical calculation, as it get converted to float, so obviously calculation can be done. No more it is string now. Fine students. So this is how the type conversion, or one type to another type you can change, mostly from string type to integer type or from string type to float type you can change. Fine. So by default, as it accepts the string type, we supposed to give int function or float function to convert them to integer type or to float type according to our programming requirement.